Hey everybody, Jim here, and I've always loved the laid-back vibe and pristine beaches of Anna Maria Island. But this tropical paradise faced a brutal test when Hurricane Helene unleashed its fury. With storm surges reaching up to 8 feet, let's dive into the aftermath and see how this beloved island fared.
Bridge looks like it survived the storm. And there it is. Holmes Beach, Anna Maria Island. 9/10 of a mile to Gulf Drive. Pretty soon we're going to be right at Manatee Beach. So I'm very curious. Slow it down a little bit. Relief supplies next right. I guess people need water and canned goods. Free food, water, tarps. It's not a joke, is it? Okay, now this is the iconic site. It's kind of interesting when you see the pylons, the protection. I believe these are reserve people helping or assisting Athena on this iconic site of Welcome to Holmes Beach and Anna Maria Island. Now it says some warning signs. East Bay Drive, next signal. Gulf Drive closed at 27th Street. Drive slow, roads may be damaged. Straight ahead is Manatee Beach. It's closed. They don't want you parking. Now you see a little bit of residual water. Traffic is slow around the curves, but we'll see how it looks. They do have some cars there, though. Look at all that piles of sand. You think it's probably cleaning up the parking lot? Now you're seeing damage. People have their lifelong possessions along the curb here. Man, look what they're trying to do to get Manatee Beach operational again. Look at all that sludge, sand, and junk in the parking lot. Yeah, I'm sure they had some awful storm surges. Now, this is really fascinating. Now, look at all the sand along the road here. I wonder how the direction's going to be for one lane of cars or two lanes of cars. It looks like I've never seen so much sand along the road here. I can't believe what the storm brought to the island. Look how it was covered in sand. Look, the side of the road. Now, ordinarily, I hope people aren't losing their shirts. There should be tons of tourists in these condominiums, Airbnbs, resort homes, but it looks like very empty, very desolate. It doesn't look, I don't see people on skateboards, golf cart. Oh, look what happened to that road here. Okay, there's a lot of junk. Okay, now you're looking at the Episcopal Church. We're continuing our drive south on Gulf Drive. Now we're going to see how the village of Holmes Beach is made out. We're passing the classic curve. Here's some roof damage here. Okay, the structures look the same. God knows what happened here. S&S Plaza.
Turn right on Marina Drive.
I wonder how these small businesses are making. Sun and Surf shop is closed. resort probably had rigorous hurricane standards. It looks like it survived the storm pretty well. Manatee Beach. Okay, now we're passing the Island Branch Library. Okay, there must have been some damage
In half a
here.
mile, turn right
Okay.
on Marina Drive.
Oh my God, what's going on there? That doesn't look so good. Ugly grouper. I think it's gonna come back for another day. City of Holmes Beach. Signs are down. Okay, that iconic Duffy's Tavern. Exterior structure looks like it withstood a lot of stuff. Now we're passing another restaurant that appears not so lucky on the interior. Okay, Michael Saunders Real Estate. Oh my God, they must have had some damage. Look what's going on there. Now we're continuing along the road. It's very heartbreaking to see everyone's possessions
1,000 feet.
here, but it
Turn
looks
right.
like it was more surge damage. I haven't seen a lot, actually, maybe because there wasn't a lot of wind damage. The exterior structures actually appears that it has survived. Now we're going to check out how Marina
Turn
Drive
right
is.
on Marina Drive.
Water's still pretty high up as we look along the causeways, the canals here.
The sight of entire households reduced to piles of rubble and debris at the curb is heartbreaking. It's a sad reminder of the human cost of this disaster.
We're continuing on Marina Drive. Yeah, most homes definitely took on water in this area. Some people already have taken their possessions to the curb. They have dumpsters. I feel very blessed. Look at almost a non-stop collapse of person's possessions. There had to be like drywall damage, cabinet issues, clothing, other things that have not failed. Okay. Oh my God, look at all that. Okay, now it looks like a little bit more damage around in here. Some of these one-story units really took it on. Man, the damage here is incredible. Now we're going north on Gulf Drive. I'm going to see what's happening in Anna Maria. It looks like if you have a resort rental that's 2 stories, it fared better. Now, if you had your car, a lot of these cars, even like Teslas and stuff, were really hurt pretty badly. So now we're going into what you're really curious about, the beloved Anna Maria Island. This is Slim's place. Okay. Porch. Classic brick building. I wonder how he can still rent a golf cart. Okay, let's see what happened at Ginny's. Are they operational? Ginny's. They had the wind, they boarded up and everything. Looks like it's closed. Not looking so good. Beach Hut. Sandbar Restaurant. Harry's. Not looking so good, man. Bortles. Island Players. I don't know if they're operational or still selling some stuff, or they're trying to clean this place up.
The once vibrant Pine Avenue is a ghost town. Its sidewalks devoid of tourists and its storefronts scarred by the storm's destructive force.
And I always like this part, how they totally improved the shopping, the ambiance, all the stores here. Doesn't look so good here. The ambiance, I hope it returns. You can see they did have some water damage here from the storm surge. Everyone knows this site. Okay, so this is interesting how they take all the garbage and they lift it into the trucks. Now you're looking at the Rosary Church. Still looks beautiful on the inside. I don't know how much water they took on the inside. And this strip center. Okay, now what's going on with the pier? Let's see how it made out.
As we venture deep into the heart of Anna Maria, the devastation becomes even more apparent, with homes reduced to rubble and debris scattered across the streets.
So you see how they have that mini crane? You see how they have that mini crane? That's how they get the trash from the side of the road into the trucks. Used to be some pretty pricey real estate along the strip of road here. You know, that's the old Anna Maria I remember. Oh man, these people must have been really hurting in the storm. Look what's going on there. Look inside that house. That beloved house. Took a ton of water in here. And we're continuing south on South Bay Boulevard along Tampa Bay. Oh my God. They're going to have to totally clean the house. If they got rid of all their furniture, there must be tons of mildew and drywall. There's going to be a ton of insurance claims on this part of Anna Maria Island. But what's interesting is the trees and landscaping made it. It's a storm surge because maybe the winds were bad, but not totally bad because they stayed offshore.
Rows of discarded furniture and personal belongings line the streets, a stark testament to the devastation wrought by the hurricane. This is kind of interesting. A massive dump truck equipped with a powerful mini crane methodically scoops up piles of rubble from the curb, clearing the way for recovery efforts.
Can be okay?
Worked. I've never seen this so empty. It doesn't say it's closed though. Oh wait, it does say it's closed. Anna Maria City Pier. Pier closed. Restaurant. All the fishing. But it survived. Still here. Waterfront has seen better days.
Here's the park. Oh my God. More dumpster issues. I'm sure they'll get this park up to snuff in no time. Now we're heading north on North Bay Drive. I want to see how Bean Pointe Beach made out, one of my favorite spots. Pre-storm, I used to think it was one of the most beautiful spots in the world. We'll see how it's made out. Anna Maria Motel Resort. I'm sure those rooms must have taken in some water based on what they put to the curb. the rotten Reel Pier looks like it took on a lot of water. Look at the bridge going to the restaurant. So based on what happened here, I think it's gonna be out of commission, sadly, for several months at least. I don't know, what do you think? Some pretty pricey real estate took it hard during the storm. We're along North Shore. I'm looking for a public access around Gladiola Street to see what's going on at Bean Pointe. Oh wow, that could have been one. Beach access here. Okay. And that's how they clean the streets. Removing all the sand and the debris from North Shore. Now this beach access here, I'm going to see what's going on at Bean Pointe, is usually flawless. So I'm a little bit scared, but we're going to see how Bean Pointe made out. Now the beach access is really hurting. It needs to be cleaned up. Look at the fencing, tree damage. But now we're approaching Bean Pointe. I don't know what I'm going to find. Sure hope it's okay. Here it is in all its glory, Bean Pointe. We're looking west on one of the greatest strips of beach, which still looks largely intact. The beach access were a little bit difficult to get to. See the waves pounding on the shore here. Well, these homes took a lot of water in. Usually there should be dozens of people on this strip of beach here with coolers, radios, suntan chairs, suntan oil, beach toys. Now it's just me. It's kind of high tide. Look at the water though. Gee, the water's still high. Look. Seabirds are still here. Now, I would have thought, I think we've lost some sand. I think there's definitely been some beach erosion here. I think the water line here at Gladiola Street is much very interesting. So this is Bean Pointe. I think it hit largely intact. I think it's come back again, but the sand, the experience, it definitely needs a lot of work here to rebuild itself. Rinse nest, looks like it took on some water, got rid of the carpets. Hope the merchandise is safe. Island Players, looks like it plays are going to be discontinued for a little while. Now I'm going to see what's going on around the beach house. Hotels doesn't look too much going on. Everyone loves the Sandbar restaurant, so we're going to see how it made out during the storm. No beach parking. Oh man, they're working to clean this place up. So now you're looking at the Sandbar. Looks like they're taking some deliveries from Cheney Brothers Food Service. I'm not sure what their intention is, how they made out. Let's take a closer look if we can see what's going on at the Sandbar. See what their damage is. Open. Stuff happened there. Behind me is the Sandbar. It looks like it had some difficulty during the storm. Let's take a look in detail. Okay, so this would be the side that faces west here at the Sandbar. Okay, let's see what's going on with the decking. Doesn't look too great, man. So wow, this is the beloved Sandbar. Didn't they have like a gazebo? Look at the deck there. What's left of it? They used to have like dozens of tables here. It looks like at an angle. Though it does look like they have some type of electricity. Maybe it's from like a generator. It's not looking so good. Also, the beach is hurting. So it looks like they got a ton of equipment that didn't make it during the storm here. Let's hope it comes bigger and better than ever here. That's how you get the sand out of these accommodations. Wow, it's gonna be a long time before they get people in here. How sad. Okay, now we're looking south from the Sandbar, and you can see the damage and the destruction of the pristine white sandy beaches here of Anna Maria Island. We're looking towards Holmes Beach, Braden Beach. Wow, it's gonna be a while. Poor Ginny's. Doesn't look good. Now we're riding parallel with the beach. You gotta be careful, I don't want to get killed. I don't think this is such a good place to be. Typical street, it got a lot of sand. Units on the second floor, look like people have fared better. riding parallel with the beach. You gotta be careful, I don't want to get killed. Typical street, it got a lot of sand. The units on the second floor look like people have fared better. Passing the city of Holmes Beach. Looks like that fared pretty well. City of Holmes Beach, check it on the chin. Doesn't see what's happening at the Sun and Surf. Sandbar. Doesn't look like many people are shopping today, buying suntan lotions and t-shirts. How sad is this? So Manatee Beach is really hurting. It's closed today, but you can see the pavilion is totally clamped, and you can see the damage to the sand, the beach, and the landscaping. It's gonna be a while for it to recover from this. We'll find out if Publix is open. So let's hope for this place. Looks like Publix is open. How about that?
If you're thinking about visiting Anna Maria Island after Hurricane Helene, it's important to consider the damage and ongoing recovery efforts. If the area is unsafe or the property is uninhabitable, you might need to cancel your reservation. But if things are improving and you can ensure a safe and comfortable stay, you might want to reschedule. Keep an eye on the local news and reach out to the tourism board on your bookkeeping platform for more info.